excited for this panel to discuss Code 8 Part 2. And joining me today will be Stephen Amell, Robbie Amell, and the director, Jeff Chan. And everybody needs to be here when we're done with this panel because we have something super secret and special to share with everybody as well. So
it's an exclusive look at Avatar, The Last Airbender.
On Code 8, what really just you hold on to that was the best part for you guys personally?
Is it a diner scene today?
Today is not the diner scene.
Okay. Yeah. There's a scene in Part 2. It's funny. Part 1, the first scene we shot together was in a diner. Yeah. Part 2, there's a scene in a diner, and it's just Steve and I sitting across from each other. But it's one of my favorite scenes I've ever shot in my career. I loved the writing. I loved the direction. I loved working with Steve. I loved the situation. It was awesome. I know for a fact that it's going to be my dad's favorite scene I've ever shot. I'm really excited for my family to see the scene. I just think it's a great scene. There's no powers in it. It's just a conversation between Garrett and Connor, and it was awesome.
Same.
We were initially supposed to have 2 days to shoot that scene, and then it got cut down to 1, and I remember going to the two of you being like, can we do this? And you guys, without a beat, just turned to me and be like, no problem.
Oh, you just you just let it roll, right? It's not very, very typical, especially, me coming from television, I think a little bit more. I think you've done a little bit more on the feature side. But how many pages was it?
It's like 7.5.
It's a 7.5-minute scene. It's like you get a runway. You get to go. And I eat pie in it.
Thank you.
A lot of pie.
That's why it
You want
was
a
your
spoiler
favorite
from the movie?
scene. I liked our
Key line.
conversation. He liked the pie.
I like the pie for the first couple of takes.
Hey guys, how you doing? I've been a huge fan forever, Stephen, since Arrow, and Robbie, honestly, since True Jackson VP. You used to make me laugh,
sweet,
man.
thanks.
But a lot of what you guys are talking about with your job and everything is networking and getting with the right people and understanding who to be around. This is a world I would love to get into, and I was just wondering if you guys could briefly just go through how you guys started in this universe, and just obviously there's been a ton of growth, and just the best lesson you've learned along the way.
I did commercials and stuff when I was a kid. My mom got me and my sister into them, and then I was playing hockey 7 days a week, and I hadn't had an audition in forever. And then summer before 11th grade, I got an audition for Cheaper by the Dozen 2. Oh yeah. And I looked enough like I could be Eugene Levy's son, and I booked it. That was pretty much it. That's the reason why.
Gotcha.
And it changed my life. It was amazing. I had so much fun. But that's one of those lucky foot in the door moments. One of the hardest things about this business is that first thing, getting your foot in the door. I think what has changed that a little bit is that everybody has a camera in their hand now. So if you find people who are just into making films, maybe YouTubers, maybe TikTokers at this point, anybody who's just making content, trying to get in with them and just trying to get out there. The networking side of things is tough. It's kind of I find the most I meet people, other than Jeff and I got set up on a general just because they knew we were both Canadian and we both like video games. One of our agents was like, you guys should have a beer. You would be buddies, and it worked out. But for the most part, it's the people you work with. So once you book that job, you start to meet the producers on that, or your co-stars, or just the crew, and then you'll start to see some of the same faces again, and then hopefully if you are well liked, they'll hire you again. But those are kind of the main networking pieces there. I wish I had better information for you, but the job does come with a certain amount of, you need a little bit of luck getting your foot in that door.
But that's the key word right there. It's a job.
Yes.
You have a resume,
Yes.
right? And if someone wants to become a doctor, they don't start as a surgeon, right?
Yes.
And so you have to work your way up. And for me, I went about it a very different way. I didn't treat it like a job, so I would have success, But that success wouldn't lead to more success. It just fits and starts and fits and starts. And then I burned out and didn't do anything for about a year. And then I started treating it like a job. And then when I got to Los Angeles, it was little parts. It was a day. It was 2 days. And it was a supporting, and then it was a guest star, and then it was a recurring guest star. And then you know, you start to get more confidence. And I remember going into a pilot season in 2011. You know, I took a Lifetime Movie of the Week when my agents and manager wanted me to stay in Los Angeles because to audition for pilots, and I was like, no, I want to work. Tell them I'm working.
Yes.
And then I came back, and with that confidence, then you work more. So step by step by step by step by step. Although that being said, the foot in the door moment was when you told me to read this script. What was the script?
A row?
A row.
A row?
Yeah. Yeah. Treat it like a job. Treat it like a job. It really is. And again, like Jeff said earlier, it's not going to be like this. But eventually, over time, you'll angle up.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Good luck.
Thank you guys. If you guys ever want a beer, let me know. I got you.
You got it.
Why 8 for code 8?
That's a good question.
I got
We
another.
almost changed the title a lot.
It was a
of
working
times.
title because
Yeah.
we were like, oh, we'll just do like one of the codes that police.
I was gonna say, do
One of
any
the
of you
scales.
actually know what Code 8 is from the movie?
Like
Yes.
unauthorized use
So
of powers.
yeah,
Yeah.
a Code
Yes.
8 is
Yes.
a criminal code for somebody using their powers. And that was just kind of like we talked to some cops and like finding out like what codes were called, and we just thought
it's different for every department.
Yeah.
There's a department that told us like that's our bathroom break.
yeah, like oh cool,
So
cool.
we're like, okay, well, it's not gonna work that great
Like-
in this region.
Your department's gonna think it's a comedy.
But it was a working title, and people were like, this is kind of a cool title. You guys should just keep it. And then we're like, nah, probably change it.
Yeah.
And we ran out of time. We had to release a short.
Yeah, and like with the campaign, we had Code 8 written on things already, so we're like, now we can't change the title. And then we talked about not having it be or like changing the title for Part 2, but we were like, you know what? We want people to know that there's a Part 1, so let's go Code 8 Part 2. People were like, a lot of people pitched Code 9, and we're like, but we don't even know what a Code 9 is. Now we have to create another code.
Wait. Nobody actually pitched Code 9.
Oh,
did
lots
they?
of people pitched Code 9.
Oh, boy.
A lot of people.
It's like, I thought I still know what you did last summer with a stupid title. And so,
Any final thoughts, comments?
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
we
thanks,
really
everyone.
would
Yeah.
not be here without you. If you supported the first movie, thank you. If you want to support the second movie, open up Netflix and hit remind me.
yeah.
That's it.
And also watch the first movie. And
Yeah.
as we're on that subject, big thank you to the fans, but also to the team at Netflix that's been with us. This is the start of our ride, and it's been lovely working with them. See those big banners out there. But again, this movie lives and dies. It will live and breathe because of everyone in this room. So this is a nice start.
Thank you.
Please take the message out there.
Excellent. Let's give everybody a big round of applause for joining us today. Thank you.